Life Practice community.
Started. So coming up from your child's pose into a tabletop, you will bring the foam roller to the base of your thighs, just above the knees. And then you'll just kind of edge forward, and option to come into like a forearm plank and just kind of chillax on top of that foam roller. And you'll just move yourself back, pressing into the forearms and forward just a little bit. Easy does it, moving slowly, no runaway foam rollers here. You'll be coming up, raising the hips if you need to get it to a particular spot. And keeping a nice steady breath, particularly when you arrive at a spot that's tight. Just take a deep inhale and a long, slow exhale, releasing any discomfort. Just a little bit more on the quads. You can move up and down the full length of the quad, or little by little, incrementally. Move the same way. So rolling out and bringing the foam roller towards the top of your thighs, lower your knees, and walk your hips back. We're going to come onto the backs of the legs and then ease our way up. So placing the foam roller at just above your ankles, placing your hands on either side of your hips. We'll just extend out. I like to keep a gentle flex in my toes and a gentle bend in my knees. Gently lifting the hips, rolling forward, rolling back. And you can set your hips down and just move over the foam roller as well. That can feel quite nice. I do like a fusion, a combination of the two. I lift my hips and then I roll out a specific spot. So just go up and down a little bit, and then getting into the upper calf, the meaty part. Roll in gently, well, I guess as gentle as you can be with the foam roller. I hope you guys will still come to my class after this. And we'll lower the hip, and we'll focus on the left calf. So bringing that right foot next to you, planting it down for support and stability. Pressing into the hands, gently flexing the foot. We'll roll out that calf. Going onto the inside of the calf, letting the toes fall to the right. Back through the center, toes come through center. Toes drop to the left, coming onto the outside of that calf. I'm not sure why, but this is a tight spot for me. And taking any adjustments as you need. You're welcome anytime to just drop the hips, take a little breather, roll out differently. These are just suggestions and what my foam rolling practice looks like. And you can go a little spot here, a little spot there, another spot. And lowering the hips. We'll do the other calf, so shifting over, bringing that left leg to the side, bringing that right ankle on top of if you have one of these foam rollers that has like little bumps, that feels really nice. It's like fingertips massaging you. So placing it just above your ankle, just rolling out, extending forward and back, breathing. Deep inhale. Long, slow exhale. And I'm just going to readjust, getting into the medial part of my calf muscle. And again, giving that place a little bit of attention, inviting any tension to release. The first step is becoming aware that there's tension there. And then accepting that it's there and working with it to release it. Dropping your toes out to the right a little bit, coming onto the outside of your calf. And if you find one spot or you want to lower your hips, option to do that, and just with the toes flexed, gently, a little less weight, massaging the calf against the foam roller. And coming onto the inside of the calf, so bringing the toes over towards the left, that can feel nice. doing what feels right for your body. Lowering the hips down, we'll get up into the hamstrings. Starting at the bottom of the hamstrings, pressing into the hands, lifting up and rolling forward. Just paying attention, taking note of anything that talks to you. You know, my hamstrings they're a little tired. Lowering the hips, we'll bring that foam roller over to the left. If you have the multiple textures, I like to start with the palm, the flatter one, the wider one, at the bottom of the hamstring. And we'll just roll forward, roll back, roll forward, roll back. Gently lowering the left foot out towards the left side, getting onto the outside of that left thigh, moving into the IT band and the adductor muscle. And we'll just pause a moment, lowering the hips down, bringing the foam roller out to the side, stretching through that left heel, bring the right foot to the left thigh. Inhale, lifting the arms up, flexing the left toes. Exhale, fold forward. Gazing at the knee, head to knee pose. And gently pull the hands back towards you as you enjoy a nice stretch on the back of that leg. Inhale, lifting up. And we'll do the other side, so extending the left leg, extending the right, bending the left, bringing the knee up, placing that foam roller at the base of that right hamstring. Inhale to lift, and we'll roll a little bit on the back side of that calf of that hamstring, getting to the bottom, but avoiding the knee. In the middle, up towards the top. Don't worry, we'll get the glutes later. And rolling the full length of that hamstring if you like, or just 2 inches at a time. Dropping the toes out to the right, gently coming onto the outside of that right thigh a little bit. And we'll drop the hips down, remove the foam roller, extend the right foot, pressing through the heel, bring that left foot to the right thigh, inhale, lifting the arms up, getting long, pull the belly button in, exhale, gently fold over that leg, gaze to the knee, head to knee. Gently pull the fingers back towards you as you enjoy a stretch on the back of that leg. Observe what the muscles are telling you. How do they feel after rolling a little bit? Inhale, lifting the chest up. We'll bring the foam roller underneath the legs again. This time we'll come onto the outside of that left thigh. So rolling onto your side, you'll bring your right foot over, coming up, supporting yourself with your hands and just rolling up and down, breathing. Maybe you start at the bottom of the side of the thigh. I don't know what muscle's there. And you just roll gently, finding a small spot. Option also to just lie on a spot that's giving you some trouble. Keeping a steady breath. Gently moving up the side of that thigh. Maybe getting to the upper part of the thigh. Starts to get bony there, so be careful. No bruised bones. Rolling out the length of the muscle. If you're up for it, we'll start rotating as we come on top of the thigh again. So this way you get the quadricep from multiple sides, which I find helps to release the tension there. And I'll just bring the right leg out to the side at about 90 degrees. And we'll just gently roll up and down, coming onto my forearms, like we did in the beginning, except that right leg is out to the side. And You're just gently moving up and down, getting into that quadricep again. Option to come all the way up into the hip flexor, which is really where the hip and femur connect. It's kind of tricky, so we'll just get that. That's something you could do in the future. And pausing here, lowering that left knee, pressing up and back, moving the foam roller to the side, coming onto the other side, the right side. Okay. And again, I'll face you so you can see me better. Coming onto the side, so we're going to start rotating, rolling on the side of the body, bringing the hands out to the side, bringing that foot over for support, lifting up, and just seeing how the foam roller feels on the side of that leg. Gently flexing the right toes if that feels good for you. And gently rolling inch by inch up the thigh. Taking a deep inhale and a long, slow exhale. The muscles are sore. It's because we did so much awesome yoga today. So inhale the joy, that soreness. And exhale, peace. Rolling up and down the length of the side of the leg. And we'll start to shift over onto the top of the thigh. So bringing the hands forward, bringing that left foot out to the side. We'll start coming onto the quadricep. So gently rolling on the side of the thigh and then coming on top of that thigh. And you can roll 1, 2 incrementally. Gently moving your way up. Or you can roll the full length, eventually coming onto with the left leg on the side, kind of like sleeping baby, but not. And just gently rolling on the quadricep. Finding a deep inhale here. And a long, slow exhale. Okay, releasing the knee, walking the hands back, pressing the hips back. We'll bring the foam roller underneath the hips. And so with both legs, both thighs on top of the foam roller, you'll start to roll onto the hips, onto the sacrum, just gently back and forth, back and forth. We'll drop the knees over to the right, shifting the hips over, rolling onto the side of the hip. So your gluteus medius there, which we were using in Pilates today when we were pulling the leg out to the side. So not the donkey kick, but I guess the dog kick or dog raise. Alex, what's the Pilates term for that move? And we'll pause here a moment, shifting the hips over, and we'll do the other side. So dropping the knees over, shifting the hips on the foam roller, and just finding a spot that feels good on the hips. And maybe you pause and just sit there. That's another way to relieve tension. And also be a little more active and massage it out by rolling against the foam roller. Our quarantine massage therapist. Taking a nice inhale here and a long, slow exhale. And adjusting as you need. Coming forward and down, landing the hips on the mat. We'll just get into the lower back a little bit. So gently folding over, gently lifting the hips, and just gently roll a little bit, getting into that lower back. Should feel nice after all those cobras and up dogs and locust. And releasing the hips down, sitting up, bringing that forearm out to the side, leaning back, cross that left ankle over the right knee. We'll come to a figure four, gently leaning back and pulling that knee towards your chest. Interlace the fingers over that right knee. And inhale, pressing away. Gently flex that left toe towards the left knee. And exhale, releasing into the ground. Should feel really nice here. Using the rhythm of the breath to help stretch out and bring ease into that left hip. Inhale, releasing, planting that right foot, releasing the left, crossing the right over the knee, left knee. Gently flex the toes towards the right knee, like less than 5% effort. Lifting the left knee towards you just until the point you begin to feel a stretch in that right hip. Maybe you interlace the fingers over the left shin. Inhale, extending along the floor. Exhale, sinking into the seated figure four, or reclining figure four. Taking a big inhale, pausing when the lungs are full, and a long, slow exhale. Permission to sigh it out. Releasing the left foot towards the ground, bringing the right foot to meet the left. We'll sit up. And we'll come into our tabletop. We'll bring the knees as wide as the mat, toes touching. Inhale, shifting forward. Exhale, pushing the hips back, coming into a wide-legged child's pose. Bringing the forehead to the mat. Sighing it out. Option to bend the elbows. The hands meet in prayer over the head, forming like a steeple. And a protective gesture to protect you from all the spirits that are out on this Hallows Eve.